Hello and welcome to another episode of us bringing a PMP certified student of ours who graduated from 3T Institute's project management certification course, and 2 years later they're doing amazing things professionally. So Sadaf is here with us. Sadaf is someone that, oh my God, impresses me on every level. When she first came to me and asked me about the PMP certification, it was an interest of hers. I remember talking to her about it and how it's going to help her career in it. And I'm inspired by everything she's been able to accomplish, and how she even got her PMP certification was amazing, her dedication to it. So I'm super excited to bring her here today so that she can share her experience and how she became interested in the PMP, why she obtained it, and how it has helped her in her career today, and possibly any advice that she can give to those that are interested in becoming project managers or obtaining their PMP certifications. So with that being said, Sadaf, please tell our audience a little bit about yourself, what you do, and share anything else you like about yourself.
Hi, Majuba. Thank you for having me today. It's good to see you again. You're like my mentor. So a little bit about me. I've been in health IT for a long time now, probably over 7 years now. And I've kind of worked in different healthcare settings in the past, in the pharmacy and in hospitals and ophthalmology practices. And what made me interested in project management is actually, as I was doing my bachelor's during a pandemic, I took a project management course, and I was like, oh, this is very interesting how you can, be in any field and kind of apply these practices to any field. And I had obviously known about you and your program and everything, and I decided that it was time to make a change in my career and in my life, and decided to go for it. And that was in 2020 when we were dealing with the pandemic and everything was crazy. So I'm really proud of myself and what I was able to achieve in your program. So that's a little bit about me.
That's awesome. And I know that you're a mommy to a little girl.
Yes.
Yes. And I know that when you were studying for this PMP certification, she was right there. So
she was.
Do you think a lot of what you did was just to, to show your little girl how strong of a person you are and what you can accomplish?
Yeah. It was not easy doing it, while I was also taking classes for my MBA, had a lot going on personally at home. And I think for a lot of us, it's very easy to hold on to those things and say, oh, well, I'll do it later because I have this going on or that going on. But I think staying consistent, and especially with your program and the way that it's structured, it's self-paced. And you also have the support, of the community and the live, the weekly meetings that you have, that you're able to, listen to other people and what they're asking. And that helps you a lot, just being in the program.
Yeah, I love what you said. I think you're absolutely right. Looking at your example, you're a mom, you had a full-time job at the time when you were getting the PMP certification. Really, you had every reason to say, this isn't the perfect time for me. So kind of holding on to that point, what was that moment where you're like, I need to do this? What did you think you were going to accomplish or obtain once you received your PMP certification? What was that win that you were going for?
So for me, and this is something that I learned with your career coaching program as well, that I went through with you, is you can get a lot of outside, accomplishments, right? You can get a cert, you can get whatever. But if you don't have that confidence within yourself, it's going to be really tough to move forward and move up in your company. So, that this was a personal goal that I had for myself, that I wanted this, to have the knowledge, to work on projects and be able to do what I'm doing today, which is, writing plans or being a part of kickoff meetings, or, knowing what these tools are and techniques are that, the product uses as a whole. I didn't have that knowledge before. And so I think, getting your PMP, and it's only going to help you. And going through your career coaching program is something that I'm so grateful for, because I've never been so confident in myself and proud of myself that I am today. And I'm able to be in a position as a lead and, make over 6 figures and drive a Benz and have a perfect house. And it's everything that I wanted. And not that, materials are everything, but I know now my worth and what I can bring to the table. And I think that's really important to have as well.
Oh my God. Thank you for sharing that, because I am very proud of you. Not only did you get your PMP certification, but after receiving the PMP and feeling so confident in your own self, which the confidence was there, you just had to bring it out, right?
Yeah.
What
Sure.
other certifications did you end up getting after the PMP? Talk about that.
I have I've gotten 2 master's degrees, and I also have a clinical research certification as well, because that's, very specific to the current role that I'm in. And I really wanted to show my employers that I am, trying to take the steps to learn everything that I need to learn about that as well. So everything has just helped me to get where I am today. And so
Wow.
wow.
I'm very proud of you, and I'm so happy to hear that you're proud of yourself. And that's where it all begins, is right within, that you acknowledge that you have worked hard, and that everything you've done has made you who you are today. So going back to the PMP certification and learning about the tools and the techniques and different processes and plans, as you mentioned, is that something that knowledge that you gained from the course, is that something you apply right now in your position?
It is, and it's crazy how much it does apply, because I am in the clinical research world. I'm not a project manager per se, but I do help manage a project, and 6 projects actually right now. And it's dealing with people all across the world, and just knowing how to apply those standards, and write plans out, and know about SOPs and all this stuff. It's really important for me to have had that knowledge, and I don't think I would have had it without the PMP and going through your course. It's easy to take a course, in college, and learn the basics of it, but I think the certification and going through it in detail was really vital to my role right now.
I love it. And are you doing anything right now to kind of keep up to date with your knowledge of project management? Are you watching any webinars or
Yeah, so
attending more classes? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really important to keep up because of those PDUs and everything. And it's crazy, December of 2023, I have to renew again. And so I don't think that it stops, when you get the certification, for sure. You always have to stay up to date with everything. And you're always learning. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. What advice can you give to someone who's thinking about getting into the field of project management, or maybe interested in the PMP certification? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to actually talk to you, because for me, I didn't, I had learned about project management, and I had heard about you and your program and everything, but I was just like, oh, well, I've never been a project manager, so maybe I'm not eligible to sit for this exam. But as you sit down, and when I talked to you and I went through my resume, and you're like, well, that's a project, and you've been on a project here, and you've been on a project here, and I think everybody is working on projects without realizing that they're working on projects. And I think it's important to actually sit down and go through that. And I would say to go for it and to stay committed and use the resources that you have available. Use the study calendar, make the time and just go for it, because if you're not consistent, then it's going to be tough. And I would also say, within going through your program, I think for me, what I failed to do at first, because I did fail once, and I'm going to be honest about that, and that was because of nerves for one, and then, IT problems with the computer because I was taking it from home. And another thing was I was taking mock exams and taking mock exams and mock exams, but I wasn't sitting and dissecting it as much as I should have. And that was something that you always like taught us. And I think it's important to, even though you have access to all of these mock exams, you have to sit there and actually go through it and know, what is the reason why you're missing this question, and why is the answer what it is, and things like that. So I would definitely say to go for it, though. It'll change your life. It has changed mine, and you can't go wrong with it. I'm someone who gets bored fast too, so knowing that you can go to any field with it, it's great. So.
Gosh, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being honest and transparent about your first experience.
Yeah.
I know that, when you share that with me in terms of what happened in that first attempt, at that time, PMI was testing out their at-home test taking software.
Right.
A few glitches there. But yet what I remember through it all is that even before your first attempt, you were so hardworking. I remember you joining every coaching call, asking questions, messaging me, Majiba, is this right? Is this the right score? And I would be like, yes, Sadaf. So I was so surprised with the first attempt that, you weren't successful. And I was like, no, that's impossible, because your scores were right at point. But I think maybe there was a lesson there, right? It's like, okay, I do need to go back and really make sure that I understand the concepts and I'm firm. And on the second time, I think you pass above target in all processes.
Exactly. Yeah, I did.
So
yeah.
There we go. And consistency, dedication, not losing yourself because you had failed at something is all a life lesson. And would you say that that process has made you stronger as an individual?
It has made me stronger as an individual, for sure. I think that knowing how you learn and knowing what to do when you have a setback is really important, because we all have setbacks in life, and we could sit here and feel bad for ourselves and just not pursue what we want to pursue. But I think learning from that and just moving forward is really important. And I think that we all have that capability of doing that, and everybody is really intelligent. They just have to put their mind to something and just go for it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I agree. I think we've had individuals that have come in the class from all walks of life, from different backgrounds, those whose English is their fourth or fifth language, individuals that, deem themselves to be older, yet, when they did apply themselves to the actual knowledge and they followed the process and really leaned on the coaches, they were all able to pass, and they surprised themselves. So effort is important. Learning really quickly from our failures is important. And just trusting the process that you're in is all part of the growth. Yes.
For sure.
Thank you, Sadaf. Last but not least, I want to hear about what your passions are. What drives you aside from project management? What do you like to do for fun? What are some of the things that makes you unique to who you are?
Yeah, so I have always wanted to start my own business, and I think that teaching others is something that I really love to do, and I've learned that in my current role, training people. It's really important. So I've always wanted, my own online business management business. So I've been working on that and everything, and I think that the next goal of mine is to do that and work for myself. I think it's really important to be able to do that and to contribute to the community in some way. So be able to give back the way that you do is something that I want to do in the future. So that's a passion of mine. For fun, like I said, like you said earlier, I have a 5-year-old. She's going on 15, so I love, it's just watching her grow and seeing how intelligent she is, and just every day is an adventure with her and with my family. And it's just, that's my fun. My family is my world. And
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You're such a dedicated professional, dedicated mom and wife. It really shows. I am so proud of you. Everyone at 3T Institute is proud of you.
Thank you.
I know that you're going to continue to be successful as you have been the past couple of years. I'm excited to see what you're going to be doing with your business. And say someone has a question, are you okay with them reaching out to you? Are you okay with sharing your social media handles?
100%.
Anything you want to share, you can.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. And I always try and stay engaged in the community, even on the app. Whenever I see someone pass, it inspires me, and I always say congratulations. There's like, you know, as a woman, I'd love to see other people succeed, and you know, it's not about competition. I'm always here to like help anybody out. Yeah, reach out to me. You'll see me in the community. You'll see me in the career coaching group. And, you know, feel free to share my information with anyone. Yeah, I'm 100% open for that.
I love it. Yeah, we'll share whichever social media handle you give to us, and we'll share that with our audience. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for inspiring others by just being who you are. So courageous, so authentic, so honest. And hopefully those that are watching this interview today feel like they can, and you can be the person who feels great about the work that they're doing, someone who feels great about who they are, their accomplishments. You know, you're just one decision away. So thank you for watching, and catch you guys at the next interview.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.